Good morning, traders. New York session starts in a few minutes and I will show you what the market's going to look like for today and how to trade it. By the end of this video, you will know what is the direction of the market and also how to trade it for the short term on Bitcoin and all other cryptocurrencies. Let's go to the chart. First off, as always, what we talk about is dominance of Tether. You know that dominance of Tether, it shows us the direction of the market. It's going to show us if we're going to be bullish or bearish. For example, in yesterday's market, we saw that we had this green candle, this big green candle, which this green candle, it indicates a bearish momentum in crypto market. And we talked about it. And also we can see that we have a lot of messiness here. There's a lot of messy, this chart is pretty messy and I'm very proud of it. The reason is because we talked about it, all this analysis, it went all one by one and we actually enjoyed it. Just so you know, these are from previous analysis, and if you really don't know why and how we made these, please go ahead and watch it, because right now you can also see the results. You can see that we made this assumption, this blue assumption, and we hit the target. We made this green assumption. This was from another day, and we hit the target, and all of them, not just these, the previous ones too. So right now, if you go ahead and watch them, you will have the actual data. You will know better how to trade it, and you have a better understanding. Let's see what we have for today. On yesterday's market, what we talked about was that we hit one major trend line, this support, and also this green box. So we need two confluences, at least two confluences. This green box from previous videos, I'm not going to get into it how I drew this. You can watch it from previous videos. And also this trend line. This was also another support level for us. We came close to this. We made a range here. And then from here, we jumped all the way up to here. If you remember, this was our target. This was our first target. And then the second one was right now, what we know about the market is that we got stuck in this box, in the white box. If you remember, this box was drawn from previous video from yesterday's. If you don't know how I drew this, go ahead and watch that. You will have a better understanding. But the fact that we got stuck here and also it made a triple top here, it's gonna give us a nice consolidation and also around here, and from here, once this consolidation, this distribution was broken, now we know that the price is going to push lower. So when we're pushing lower on the dominance of Tether, it means that we are going to move higher in crypto markets. All right. Another thing which is very important is that if this pushback, this pullback was from another part of the chart, let's say if it was from here, we have also something here, or if it was from the top here, we wouldn't really insist or persist on it. And the reason is pretty simple, because this zone, it's a high liquidity zone, and any pullback or any push from here, it means a lot. It shows a lot. Now let's see. I want to also teach you something about this candle, this green candle here. You can see that we got a bounce from here, and this was a nice trade. We could have caught this. And how can I catch this trade? You can see that initially we had all these green candles going up, right? All these candles, you can see them, okay? So all these candles, oh, sorry, I'm in this side. All these candles, you can see that we are making one red candle in between. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles, but there's only one red candle in between. What does it say? What does it tell us? It says that the buyers were trying to push the price high, and I'm saying price again, this is dominance of Tether, it's not price, but I'm trying to make some point here. The buyers tried to push the price high, but within this zone, from this top here, all the way to the next top here, the sellers try to push the price lower. You can see that the price challenged the buyers. They tried to push the price lower, but they couldn't. Right now I'm in hourly time frame, and if I go to the lower time frame, like 15 minutes or 5 minutes, we can see this better. You can see that we broke above this blue line, this trend line that we had here. From this trend line, The buyer tried to push the price higher, but they couldn't do it further than this. After this box, the sellers got in control and they tried to push the price lower, but they couldn't break the support. So first of all, it's really important about the lines. The lines that we're drawing, they must be this accurate. In the future of the market, it must be this accurate. Always draw the lines that I have on my chart. As you can see, they are pretty accurate and they are getting a lot of reactions. So once we pushed back from here, again, the buyers took control. So it got supported from here, and this support, it pushed the price all the way to the top. And so this made a very good zone for us. Also, we do have one, you can see that we have one support from here. So the price again got pushed back to this support and then moved up. All right. So this is another one. This is the first thing that we have to understand and we have to take note of. And you can see that the same zone, it got a good reaction. Will I ever make any open any trade just based on this? No, I will not. I need two confluences. Okay, I need two confluences. The same thing that we had here. We had the box and we had the trend line here. So I need two confluences. The next thing that I need is that I have to draw a Fibonacci. A Fibonacci is going to be another good confluence for me. The way that I draw the Fibonacci is that I find the lowest point of where a leg started. You can see that the leg has started from here, not here. These are the range, these are the consolidations, not here. This is just part of the consolidation, but from here. This is going to be the lowest and this is the highest. So I'm going to draw my Fibonacci from the bottom of here all the way to the top. Okay. Once I draw this, I will find the 50% zone. I'm going to draw a line. So this is my 50% zone. I'm going to draw a line on it. Exactly here on the 50% of the Fibonacci. And from here, I know that this 50% is going to be the second confluence. If two confluences are aligned onto each other, then I know it's going to be a good trading position and I will enter that trade. Even if I hit stop, I know that still that's a good trade. So you can see that we have this. If I go to the 15-minute time frame, you can see that we have this 15 minutes and also we have this green box. So it's gonna be a very nice entry for me. And I enter this and you can see that the result is pretty self-explanatory. This was an educational part. This was a teaching moment. And the reason is for the next ones that we are gonna find together. The next thing that we're gonna find it in the 15-minute time frame of dominance of Tether. Okay, we're gonna find the top here. We're gonna find we have a bearish momentum, right? We have this bearish leg here, and I have to find two confluences for it. Two confluences. All right. The first one is gonna be my Fibonacci. So the first one, I'm gonna find where is the beginning of this leg. The beginning of this leg is here. And then the end of it is here, the bottom is here, okay? It started from here all the way down to here. I'm gonna draw a Fibonacci here from the top to the bottom, top to the bottom. You can see that the Fibonacci is pretty accurate, and the reason is you can see we have a lot of reactions on the different levels. This is the 31 level, but still it's a level of Fibonacci. And once we have these reactions, we know that this is a good and accurate one. I'm gonna find the 50%. This is the 50% for me. And I'm gonna draw a box between the 50% to the 61% from here. Let me, and I will delete this Fibonacci. I don't need it anymore. I will make my chart as clean as possible. So you can see that I drew my first confluence, and the second confluence is the low of this triple top. Okay, the low, the neck. It's called the neck of the it's triple hot top, right? So we knew that from here, from previously, we knew that if we break below this line, we are going to push lower. And we also can see one, so we can see this level, how good it is. We can see that we touched it here. We touched it from here. And we know that if the price touches this again, and also it touches this box, anywhere around this box, there is a good chance that we go down. We have two confluences. Two confluences, it's a good thing for us. Even if we stop, even if we hit the stop loss, again, it's gonna be a good trading point for us because found this zone based on 2 confluences, and then we are going to push. So even if you hit this stop loss, again, we know that we found a good zone. What matters is that we found a good zone. If we go above this, let me go to the 5-minute time frame. If we go above this, if you make something like this, so let's say your stop loss is here. Okay, right? Let's say you made a short here, you're going to enter here, it's gonna be your target, it's gonna be your stop loss, and it's gonna be your target. It's a nice trade. So you know that if you hit the stop loss here, then it's fine, because we're going to open a short position from here. It's gonna be a long from here, okay? It's gonna be something like this. We know that I can open something like this. But if we go down, if we make something like this, which is more probable, and the reason is we have a huge liquidity here. If we go down here, if we make something like this, then I know that I can actually target it. So you can have it on higher risk amount. On higher risk, it means that you can open the position just right here, or you can open it, you can wait for this structure to form and then open it from here, okay? And don't worry, the video will be uploaded soon, because we do need to make this structure. It's gonna take time for this structure to be formed here. All right, so this is from what we have from the dominance of Tether. And remember, breaking above this and breaking above this are 2 different things. We have to wait. And if we break above this, the next target's gonna be the white box. We had it here, 8.5. If not, we are targeting the lower targets. We are targeting here, this green line here, 8.36, and then the next one is the green box. We had it from before. So this good thing that the good thing about this is that right now you have different zones, you have different levels on your chart, and you don't need to be worried about where should I make any trades, because you have everything there. If the price goes higher, you know where to trade. If the price goes lower, you know how to trade it and what exact zones that we had here. All right, let me move back. Okay, let me make this a little bit smaller. I'm gonna move to the Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, okay, this is another analysis that we had. So on Bitcoin, what we talked about, if you remember from yesterday's video, we talked about the entire bearish leg that we have here, this entire bearish leg here, okay? I will make the video as short as possible. I've already drawn this for you, so you will know how to trade it. Go ahead and draw the same on your chart so you better understand it. First off, the entire leg, the entire bearish momentum, we caught this just based on this shadow. If you don't know how, you can see that right now the chart is very messy. We have a lot of drawings here, and these are all for your own education. And we made all of this assumption of this bearishness just based on this shadow. So go ahead and watch the yesterday's video, watch August 10th video, so you have a better understanding of why we made this and how you can catch the same thing in future, okay? We also talked about all right, let me go back to the weekly time frame. We also talked about the weekly time frame of what is going to be my bounce for here. On the bounce side, what we talked about was this candle. We talked about it on the candle base, on the price action base, okay? On the price action, what we talked about, again, if you remember, from the dominance of Tether, we say we do need 2 confluences. The 2 confluences, one of them is going to be it can be anything, all right? As long as it's 2 confluences and it gives us a strong momentum. So from yesterday's video, we defined this candle. This is a big candle. There were some reasons that I said before. For example, this is the only candle that we couldn't close below it. It means that it has a lot of liquidity in this zone. We also grabbed all the liquidity from this bottom. You can see that we grabbed all the liquidity from this bottom, and it pushed the price higher in the next candles. So the high and the lows and the shadows, these are very, very good support and resistance for us in lower time frames. So I draw a line from the top, the high of this candle. This is the line that I draw from the high of this candle. On the daily time frame, you can see that this high, this is going to be my first, I'm going to go to the 4-hour time frame. So this high, you can see that this is our first confluence. We were here, yesterday we were here. The next confluence that I needed was a Fibonacci. Very simple, very straightforward. I'm gonna draw it from the bottom. Where does this entire bullish leg started? It started from here all the way up to here. And I'm going to draw a Fibonacci from the bottom of here all the way to the top. And then I will draw a box, which I've already done, this green box, from this 50% to the 61%, okay? And now I can delete this Fibonacci here. I will delete all these drawings here. And I can see that we have two confluences. One of them is this red line. This is from the price action. And we have also this green box, which is from the Fibonacci level that we had. And we can see that we hit this and we are moving forward. We are moving to the top. So this was another good catch for us. We could have caught this, and then we got the short, and we could get the long position for the same thing. Now what's gonna happen next? The same thing gonna happen. So we are going to just repeat the same formula. It's very simple. You just need two confluences. Again, we're gonna see right now what we have here. Right now in the market, on hourly time frame, you can see that, let me go to the 15-minute time frame. We can see that we have two top here. All right, we have two top. There's a huge liquidity there. So I am drawing this line. You can see the line here. Let me do it again. We can see this line here. And then from here, we made one huge support, green bullish leg, right? So from this bullish leg, I will find the low. I will find the low here, and I will find the top, the highest point here. From here, I will draw a Fibonacci. And from here, I can see that, so I've already drawn this green line for you. This green line, you can see that the 50% to the 60%, right? You can see these numbers. I will draw this box here, this box. And once the box is drawn, I will delete the Fibonacci. And I will see if these two confluences, the first one was this support line, or let's say this is from the resistance from here, from before, that the price touched it and couldn't break it above. Touched it the second time, couldn't break above. Now the third time, it's going to act as a support because this is an important level. And we have two confluences. So one of them was this trend line that we created. This trend line was important. And then the third one was, the second one is this Fibonacci level. So what I expect is a price touches here and bounce up to the next level. The green box here. How did I make this green box? The same thing on the hourly time frame. Again, I need two confluences. This green box, it's important. Why? Because I will draw it from, we have this bearish leg. You must learn this, okay? You must learn all of this. Let me delete this so I do this from scratch for you. We have one top here and we have one bottom here, okay? I will draw a Fibonacci from the top to the bottom. Here I can see that this is my 50%. This is my 50%. And then we do have this low here. The second confluence is this low, the low that we made. So you can see that this was, it was something like this. Right? So this low matters for us. I will delete the Fibonacci here. And so right now we have two confluences. Again, the same thing, we have two confluences. Once we hit this box, there is a good chance that we go lower. So we can have both this box or we can target this blue line. There will be another push. If we break above it, then we know that it's going to act something like this. So if we break above this, it's gonna be like this. Or if it gets rejected anywhere from here, it makes something like this, we are gonna make a trade like this. So these are very simple, very straightforward. All of the things that we're talking about right now, you can see that just with two confluences, you can make the trades. And anything that we're finding on the chart, also there, as you saw, there are a lot of other lines on my charts. There are a lot of support and resistance that are mostly the basis of my analysis, but I will try to make it as simple as possible for you, so we can move one step at a time. I will also have a few courses in very simple language on explaining what is the ICT, or how does the ICT works on the chart, on the real life chart, so we do have a better understanding. All right, guys, I hope this analysis was good for you. I hope you actually enjoyed it, and I hope it was educational enough. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Go ahead and check the previous day's results. Also, watch this, have this on your chart, and check it tomorrow. Check and see how it looks, and how does it look, how it's gonna work for your tomorrow's charts. I hope you have a great day.